Welcome back to Girl vs. Girl podcast. I'm Melissa.
I'm Kylie. Today we are doing a little how well we know each other game. Mm-hmm. How good do you know your BFF game? We each came up with like eight questions. Yeah. I have more than 8, but probably...
Oh, you overachiever.
I know, but I probably only have like 8 good ones. You know what I mean?
Only 8 good ones. I have like 4 good ones.
Well, maybe I only have 4 good ones too. Well, I started like jotting them down. And I had like 5 and I was like, honestly, these aren't very good. But then I felt like they kept getting like better as it. Yeah.
That's how I felt too when I was writing them. And then I asked Jake, I said, help me like come up with some. And he's like coming up with like the most intricate, intimate questions that like only he would know. And I was like, dude, so these are for Kylie.
Yeah. And I have to preface this because we are each other's best friend. We see each other more than we see anyone else. We talk nonstop. Like, we're definitely BFFs. But we've only been BFFs for 2 years.
And 90% of that 2 years,
we have been pregnant or had babies.
Yeah.
So I feel like our friendship has honestly, and this probably isn't a good thing, but has revolved around being moms.
Yeah.
So ask me how she puts her kid to sleep at night. I got you. Ask me her childhood
step by step.
Yeah. Ask me her childhood dog's name. Like,
no idea.
Maybe I would know that, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna know like these random questions. Like, I was also talking to Chris and I was like, it's so hard because I feel like we should know each other almost better than we do.
But I got embarrassed. I was like, Jake starts coming up with questions. I'm like, I wouldn't even know that about Kylie.
Yeah,
He's
no,
like,
I feel
you guys were best friends.
I feel like I know you like the back of my hand with like how we are right now.
Yeah.
But we haven't been friends for that long. And like, when would it ever come up? Like something about us in middle school or something.
Yeah.
So we'll see how much we trip each other up because I feel like there is a few that you're like probably not going to know that you almost should know. I feel
the same way about you too with mine.
But I feel like we should know these things.
Well, this is why we do this stuff. This is good. We'll do several parts. It'll be a getting to know each other.
Yeah. I was telling Chris, I'm like, if I did this with Christina, I could ask Christina, like,
yeah.
what was the car that my mom drove when we were in 5th grade?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know that she would actually be able to get it, but like she could maybe get that, you know? Like, you're not going to know that. There's just no way, you know?
I feel like, well, it's because you have friends from like different stages of life.
Yeah.
Like, Mac would know everything about my college, and like Abby would know everything about like my childhood because we were friends since we were like 4, but we weren't friends in middle school or high school.
Yeah.
So it's like,
you just don't know those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. I think it'll be interesting, and I think we will learn about each other, which I think is good.
I know.
I feel like
look at us.
No, I feel like I was thinking about that today. I'm like, it's honestly kind of bad because we really have just lost ourselves in motherhood. Fortunately and unfortunately.
We're drowning together.
Well, I'm like, when would we ever talk about something? Like, the only thing we
literally,
talk
in
about
between
is
our kids not sleeping, not eating, not...
But also, like, what would we even talk about?
Yeah.
Like, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, I went to Target with my kid.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing next weekend? Oh, going camping, and the whole thing is revolving around
what's the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to you?
Yeah. There's no time.
Yeah. No. That's what I was telling Jake. I was like, honestly, I don't know a thing about Kylie, but I could tell you everything there is to know about Coast.
Yeah, literally.
I know that kid inside and out.
I'm like, do you know my birthday? You probably know Coast's birthday, but do you know my birthday?
I'm like, Coast's birthday? Got it. Your birthday? I'm like,
I need to think about it a little longer.
I need to phone a friend.
I know the general time of the year.
No, even like how we like put together like little gifts for each other for the boys' birthday parties. When I was doing yours, I like obviously did fine, but I was like, I know your favorite snacks at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
I know your favorite color because you're a sad beige mom. And
I know Coast's favorite snack. Yeah. Like how she likes to dress Coast.
Yeah. No, I was like, I didn't struggle, but I struggled a little.
Yeah, no, I felt the same way. Yeah.
Did I tell you I went to return those shoes and they don't carry them anymore?
No, I figured that would happen.
And I tried to find them online. Doesn't exist.
That's fine. Just keep your cash.
I'll give you an IOU.
Buy me an ice cream or a coffee or something sometime. That's fine. I'm glad I gave them back anyways, because if I would have just kept them and been like, I'll wear them, I would have literally never worn them. I'd rather you had the $16 that they cost or whatever. Like, it doesn't. That's fine.
I'll buy you lunch.
Deal. Any life updates?
Got a fire. Got a fire kid-to-kid haul.
True. She did.
I don't know why that's the word I use.
So cheap.
No, literally.
I was shocked.
Yeah,
there was
too.
There was one thing that you got that I was like, oh, that's kind of expensive. I don't remember what it was, but
it was
literally everything
It was the
else,
flannel because it was brand new with tags.
That's it.
And it was $10.
Yeah.
But I really liked it, and Jake really liked it. Oh, I messed it up. I was comfortable, and I moved. No, it was actually really good. I was just telling Chris when you were in the bathroom, I was like, I feel like when you go to kid, it's like
hit or miss.
And it's like sometimes I will look at things and be like, that's so cute, except for $2 extra, I could get it brand new from Walmart.
Yeah.
So it's like, but this time for some reason, it seemed like it was all the same stuff, but the tags, like things were just cheaper.
I wonder if it's because it's like going into the new season, so they just have like a ton of stuff, and in like a month it'll be either really picked over, or they won't have as much stuff, so they'll price it higher.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But
slay.
Yeah, very much a slay. It was like $2.99, $3.99, $4.99,
all 20% off
with the K stamp that's 25% off or 20% off or whatever. And I was like, and I don't ever go in and just like get a haul. Like I feel like Jake goes, you get like just go in all at once, and I'm like, I will not be doing that, because sometimes I feel like my weeks are too busy, and other times I feel like I gotta fill the time.
Yeah.
Like, and it's too hot outside. It's too smoky. Can't go do anything outside. It's like I gotta do something. I gotta go somewhere, and that means spending money. So I'm gonna go to kid and buy 2 things 3 times a week. You know?
Yeah.
So you gotta space it out. And now I have $42 of in-store credit. Major slay on top of a slay.
The mom math is counting that twice. The mom math is counting that $42 against the money that you spent today, and then also using it towards
it was $64, and I had $12 of in-store credits, and then it was like $50. But then I had $42 of in-store credit added to my account, so technically it's free. But now I also have a free $42 to go spend.
Counts it twice.
I texted Jake because I was putting Booker down from his nap, and I was like, oh, like, they messaged me how much it was or whatever, and he's like, oh, perfect. And I go, think of all the toys. Because he was just on me today. And kid, we like got all the clothes we were going to get, and I was like, okay, let's go look at toys. And he's like, no, like, we don't need any toys. Like, it was just his birthday. You already bought him some the other day. Like, and I was like, oh no, I have this like running list on Amazon of toys I want him to have eventually. And so I always look when I'm at kid because they're half the price, if not more. And it's like, if I see it, I'll grab it, and he'll be able to use it in 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
And this man, if he has anything today, he has the freaking audacity. He looked me dead in the face and said no. And I looked at him, and I grabbed Booker out of the cart. I said, quit being a buzzkill. And I stomped over to the toys.
You're never invited again.
Yeah, you're not allowed to come anymore. And then we get home, and you know what it does? Shaves his face. So Jake's canceled. Okay?
That's funny.
That's my life update.
No, you did good with not buying the toys. I feel like you have so much stuff. Like, I feel like you always have like way more clothes for Booker. You buy way more toys for Booker. I'm like, where does she keep it? Because her house is way more organized than mine. I'm like, where does she keep it? But it's because I hold on to stuff.
Yeah, I was going through Booker's closet.
I have
today
every single toy that Coast has ever owned. I still have.
Yeah, no.
Maybe I've thrown something away if it broke, but like I've never gotten rid of toys.
I got rid of clothes in his closet that he almost doesn't fit in anymore, but I just don't even like that much.
Yeah, I don't do that, and I save like way more than you.
Yeah, we don't save that much clothes. But also, here's the other thing that'll make you feel better about yourself. We have a storage unit.
I know.
So we have those big, huge black bins with like the yellow lids from Costco, and every 2 months, I go through the bins in his closet that I have for storage, and I'm like, okay, like these, I'll keep all the toys. But, like, if he's not using a toy anymore, it's not sitting in the organizing bin. Like, it's going to storage for the next kid. Like, I'm not... Yeah. It's in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And that's how I like things, and that's how I feel centered in life.
Yeah, no. That is very true, because I'm trying to, like, keep everything that Coast has ever owned that I want to keep for the next kid in his closet, which he has a decently big closet for, like, the type of closet it is, but it's still a small closet.
Well, yeah, and
I think his closet's a lot bigger than my closet, but they're still the same, like, just small closet, you know?
I think like, you're storing things the same way I am. They're just in the same place.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, mine's at a storage unit.
Yeah, totally. Anyways.
Your life updates?
I don't have much. My kid isn't sleeping, so that's been going on. It's not really a life update, but he's still not sleeping. So we're going to embark on a little sleep journey starting tonight, which we've already been embarking on a sleep journey, but we're going to get more serious with the sleep journey starting tonight. And I am feeling very nervous. But not excited, but
anticipating.
Yeah. I just kind of feel good that like this is what we're doing kind of thing, you know what I mean? And we splurged and bought the Taking Care of Babies course.
I love her.
Last night, I know.
So much.
Me too. Which we like, quote unquote, should I say the word sleep trained?
Gonna get canceled again, Kylie.
I know.
We're so controversial.
We quote unquote slept trained Coast when he was like 5 months old, but he picked it up so quickly that like it never really, like, if someone asks if I slept trained him, I'm like, yeah, but honestly, like, it took like one night of 20 minutes and like that was it. Like,
I think
it wasn't
literally the next morning we're like, he cried for 20 minutes and that
was it.
Yeah.
And then like there was probably a couple of days that it was like a little bit touch and go, but like it was very easy that I like, that's technically what we did, but like I hesitate even saying it because I feel like we had a way different
experience. You went through the motions, but yeah.
So I followed like her protocol or whatever, but I didn't buy the course. I just was taking pieces from her this person did this is from her website, someone did a YouTube video about it here and did it that way. And so all of the information in the course, I feel like 95% of it I know, and like that's what we're doing. But she has it's like any question you ever have, she has a video on it.
And it's like remember how she printed all that out and made like a binder?
Yeah, you told me that.
You should do that.
Probably won't do that, but that's fine. It's like every single question answered. She has like a video on if they keep spitting up, which is one of the things that we've been dealing with him right now, is that if he's really almost cries much at all, he's spitting up, and what to do about that. If he's standing in the crib, which he's been able to stand in the crib for a really long time, but he just hasn't, and now he's like deciding that he's gonna
like discovered he can do it.
Yeah, like he's decided that he's gonna stand in the crib or like sit up, and like he's like almost falling asleep sitting up. Like what are you supposed to, like, she has a video on if they're sitting up in the crib, a video on if they're spitting up. Anyways, I feel like the like few little like things that were like the hang up points, I feel like I have like good information on like the hang up points. And yeah, I'm hoping it again only takes like 1 or 2 nights. And I think it will, because he literally knows. It's like the whole thing is weird how this whole thing has even gone down. It's like
how do you feel like it even started? Jake asked me like when this even started the other day, and I was like, I don't know.
No, he was sleeping literally completely fine. We've had like our nap situation has been like a roller coaster of not like good. Like today it was really, really good. 2 days ago it was bad. Some weeks will be bad. Some weeks will be really good. Like the nap situation has been on and off, but like our nights have been pretty solid. And like, yeah, we'll have like little tiffs or whatever, but like
Coast has always been the best sleeper.
There's like, I'm sure that I've like complained to you like, oh, we didn't get very good sleep last night or whatever, but actually it wasn't that bad. But like, I can't remember the last time that I was like multiple days in a row being like, we have something going on with this sleep.
Not since like the 4-month sleep regression.
No, yeah, he's been great.
He's always like slept pretty much all night.
No, literally one day, so randomly, I put him in his crib, awake like we always do. Usually he lays there, kind of rolls around for 10 minutes, falls right asleep, no problem, not really crying or anything. There was one day I put him in his crib, scream crying, like the second he like leaves my arms, scream crying, back arch. I have no idea where it came from. It's like the oddest thing. And I feel like we've actually like in the last 2.5 weeks gotten better with that. Like he has improved, but it's still
like, where did it even
I don't know.
Do you think it was like when he was like before he started walking?
Maybe.
Like that was like a huge leap for him.
Yeah.
And then you guys just haven't recovered from like the sleep lost from that leap?
No, because he started walking before his birthday. And this has only been going on for like 2.5 weeks, not even 3 weeks. It started happening kind of at the same time, but not really.
So probably not because of that.
Probably. I mean, but maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Anyways, I'm over talking about it. I said too much.
So no camping update?
I've said too much already. Oh, have we not talked since camping?
No. Let's just pour some salt in the wound.
I hated camping. I hated it, you guys. The
actual camping part, or just traveling with a baby that was already not sleeping?
Number one, we didn't camp. I say that we camped. We did not camp. We were in a cabin. And here's my list of things that I didn't like. Cabin was so expensive. Like, not ridiculously expensive, but so expensive. And it, like, just wasn't set up that good.
Yeah. It wasn't set up for kids.
It wasn't set up for kids, and it just wasn't that nice. Like, for the amount that I spent, I was like, this is annoying. And it's not really, like, I'm not, like, worried about the money, but I'm just, like...
Not worth it to you.
Yeah, like, I would have rather had my money. Like, this wasn't worth it. Number 2, Melissa got me sick. So then I was sick. And in a cabin, and with a kid that wasn't sleeping. And then I feel like the last thing, I just feel like it wasn't worth it because we were staying so far away from you guys.
Were far away.
And we only got to see you guys, like... I mean, we saw you each day. We came for dinner
both nights, and then we went to ice cream, but
that was it. And even, like, when we came for dinner, it's not like we got to come for dinner for, like, 3 hours because it was such a long drive there and such a long drive back. And then, obviously, the second we walk through the door, he's not sleeping. Mm-hmm. We need to, like, get home, have a little wind down time, do the routine. And
I'm sure while you're with us at the campground, you're worried about how the night's going to go and what time you need to leave.
And I can't breathe because I'm stuffed up. Anyways, and then I kind of wish we would have stayed I'm glad we didn't stay another night, but part of me wish it would have been more worth it.
Yeah,
if we stayed another night. Yeah. Anyways,
in my defense, no one told me we were staying the extra night.
Yeah, no, that's either.
Fine. But
I don't actually wish we stayed another night.
It would have been nicer if you guys were at the closer Airbnb.
If we would have been at the closer Airbnb and I wasn't sick and we stayed another night, I think
it would have been an okay.
It would have been better. Yeah. Obviously, just being sick there, too, is just, like...
cherry on top.
Yeah. So I didn't love it, but...
What's your rating out of 10?
2.
Oof. So, the next trip is...
The next trip is going to be Mexico. We'll see when, if I ever do that, but... Anyways, your camping update? She had a good time.
My camping update was, like, 8 out of 10. Yeah, it went fine. We like changed the trailer setup so my dad could actually sleep in the trailer that he bought. With his noisy dog and his noisy snoring and or CPAP machine, mouth tape, whatever the crap it was. The whole time at night, I was just going like this.
No, I can't.
Like, and I know that I already complained to you about this, but I'm going to complain about it again.
Okay, I just did.
I don't know what it is about, and my dad is so, like, he means just the best, and he would never be like, yeah, I want to wake Booker up, or like, yeah, I don't care about waking Booker up, or I want to mess up his sleep. He would literally never feel that way at all. Like, that's not even what I'm saying at all. But that being said, wasn't that considerate of Booker's sleep?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just because
like not
he doesn't
thinking.
know. Yeah, he just doesn't know any better. And I'm not going to take the time at 11:30 p.m. while he's waking my child up trying to get into the trailer with his freaking dog to go, okay, Dad, so Booker sleep's actually really important because if he gets good sleep, then we get good sleep. And if we get good sleep, then the family unit's good. And if the family unit's good, then the trip's going to go good. And if the trip goes good, we're going to want to go anymore. And then this massive expensive
John,
trailer. It's like,
have you ever heard happy wife, happy life? Because that's what's happening right now.
That's not what happens at 11:30 p.m. You know what happens? What are you doing? Shut up! And it's like a whisper scream.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, let me just give you a little highlight. The two things that are popping up in my mind.
I don't think it was an 8 out of 10. I'm going to put it out there.
The two things that stand out in my mind was, actually there's 3. The first night seemed fine until I told him my child wakes up at 6 a.m. What does he do at 5:30 a.m.? Gets up and is so loud. And he's, like, trying to get out the trailer door. There's 2 doors. There's one in the bathroom, which is, like, right next to, like, where Jake and I are sleeping. And also right next to where Booker was sleeping because we, like, swapped sides of the trailer. And my parents and the dog were in the master bedroom where Jake and I were last time with the door shut because we thought with the dog that would be better, right? There's a door right next to them. So he's trying to get out the door. I guess it's so dark that he just forgot how to operate a door. So it was so loud. And I sit up and I have the monitor on, which is pretty light. Like, there's a lot of light so he can see me, but it's not light out in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I sit up. I'm sure he sees this, like, if looks could kill on my face, underlit by the monitor, like a horror story.
Yeah.
And he stops and he looks at me and he goes, "Sis, I have to pee." What are you doing right now?
Hold it.
Shut up and just go, or hold it. You don't need to announce it to the whole trailer. So then Booker starts squirming and whining. And I'm like, great. He's going to wake up at 5:30. There's not going to be enough sleep pressure to go back to sleep until 6. Our whole schedule's going to be thrown off. Which, like, is fine in the grand scheme of things. Like, he really is fine. But also, I could kill him. You know?
But also, don't want to be like Kylie and not sleeping.
Yeah, like, so then he goes outside to pee, right? So I'm just laying there awake, seething, waiting for him to come back in and make a bunch of noise. Never does. And I'm like, as he should, you know? So I didn't question what he was doing. But at 6 a.m., you know, we all get up, get around, whatever. 6:15, he comes back in the trailer. I'm like, where were you? He goes, well, I just felt so bad about waking Booker up the first time that I decided I'd just stay out here for 30 minutes. But it was so cold, and I didn't have a jacket, so I was doing jumping jacks to stay warm.
Was he, like, genuinely being, sorry, I just really didn't want to wake him up, like, so I just stayed out here? Or was he like, so I just stayed out here, and I did jumping jacks? Like, what was his vibe?
No, he actually was genuine about it, but in the same breath, he goes, you know, when you guys were just kids, you guys just slept, even though he had nothing to do with our sleep as a kid.
I told Chris the other day, it was probably when we were talking about this, that then I brought it up to him. I think I am going to start saying to your dad and anyone else that asks me that kind of thing, but your dad is usually the one that does it.
Why does he say it to you so much?
It's just lately.
And I don't know why.
Probably because we've been and we've been around you guys more, but
still, what a freak.
I'm going to literally start responding and being like, yeah, I know, John, I just really did a really bad job with it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to, and then he's going to be like, no, you really didn't.
He'll be so awkward about it. He'll backtrack so bad. No, you have to. That's so funny.
You know, John, I'm just really not doing a good job with my kid. I'm so sorry.
You'd be like, you know, you're right. What, you know, you seem like you were really involved.
Could you send me?
You guys were kids. What did you do?
Tips? Yeah.
And he'll go, I don't know. My kids just raised themselves.
Yeah.
Because, like, let's be real. My dad was at work. My mom raised us. Come on. You know?
Yeah.
Ugh. And so, yeah. So that was the one thing. The second thing was the second night. And I'm putting Booker to sleep. And it's like, he puts himself to sleep now. I lay him down awake. But it's like still a sensitive time, you know?
Yeah.
And what do I hear? As I'm about to lay my drowsy child down to go to sleep, I hear the loudest freaking noise ever. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm sitting there thinking, like, what is that? What is that? What is that? And I go, he's on the roof of the trailer. This is, folks,
Santa Claus.
This is 8 p.m. at night, okay? I come barreling out of that trailer, and I yelled at him. I was like, what the F are you doing? Oh, well, there was a screw loose on top that me and Dirk were going to fix, but we forgot, blah, 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 and I didn't want to wait till tomorrow. And I go, I don't care if the whole roof of this thing comes off when you leave this campground. If you wake my kid up over a screw,
yeah,
you're sleeping outside in the dirt. Like, bro. Oh, so bad. And then the third night, he was coming in to go to bed with the dog. Didn't take the dog's collar off, so it's ding, gling, 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 gling.
Have you noticed that Indy's collar is taped?
I hate the jingle jingle.
Yeah, it's taped.
That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
No, he comes in, dog's jingling, doesn't have control of the dog. Dog doesn't listen for crap anyway. The dog strolls over to Booker's pack and play, sticks her head in the pack and play, and is trying to get to him. And I hear my dad sitting at like the door of his bedroom going, Lucy, come here. Lucy. I'm like, I'm like,
yeah, no,
you're dead. Your dog's dead. I'm slashing your tires. Like, what is happening right now? And granted, Booker did fabulous. He woke up all 3 times and went back to sleep, but still. And then I confronted my dad about it, and he goes, oh, sis, well, it's over now, so let's just get over it. I go, okay, I'm going to slit your throat tonight.
They were probably so glad when you guys went home a day early. Or not early, but a day earlier than them.
Anyway, 8 out of 10.
Anyway, yeah, I believe it.
It was actually really good.
We need to get into our questions, because I bet we've already been recording for
Do you want to have our donuts?
Yeah, let me get them out while you... Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start or do you want me to start? I pulled your thing up, but I'm not looking.
How many do you have?
I have 8.
Let me start then, because I have more than 8.
Okay. Here you go.
Should I just hold my donut?
Yeah. Also, these are the cinnamon apple cider donuts from Trader Joe's that come out every fall, and they're freaking fab. My absolute addiction. And they didn't have them last year, which is criminal.
These are good, but not really understanding the hype.
Okay, well, don't waste it. I'll eat it. Are you going to eat it?
I'll have half, yeah.
Okay.
I'll save you half. Okay. Now I'm trying to decide like which ones I want to do. Okay. This is a 2-for-1.
I'm nervous.
What was I going to college for? And how long did I go before I dropped out? Like, what was I going to major in?
Okay, I know that you only went for, like, I think you went for, like, 2 terms. I think you went for 2 terms. I want to say. And...
You can totally hear me chewing. I should, like, back this up a little. I'm like...
I'm going to go out on a limb and say...
Give it your best guess.
Business.
I went to college. I was going to major in communications, which isn't so far off of business.
No.
It's not like you guess, like, biology.
And you want to know what? That's what you go to college for when you don't know what you're going to college for.
You sure are right. And I went for 1 term before dropping out.
I was going to say
You're close.
1.
Yeah.
Okay, not so bad. Okay. You're so good. Okay.
This is fun.
I'm going to choke. Okay. How many tattoos do I have and what are they?
I got this one. I'm just kidding.
Don't look.
Okay. How many? You have a K on your wrist. Is it on your wrist?
Yeah. We are 1 for 5, folks.
Oh, there's 5.
Oh, crap.
5 tattoos. I think you have a thing right here that says Viva La Vida. Something like that, right?
Vini Vidi Vici.
Okay, well, that's a good guess.
Yeah, that was not bad.
I'm like, Viva Las Vegas, right? Collarbone.
Honestly, I love Vegas.
I know. I feel like you have a little cross somewhere. But
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I know, hang on.
I'm like trying to eat this and not show you my tattoos.
I know. I'm going to guess that you have a little cross somewhere, but I'm not confident in that. Okay. I think you have writing right here somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Bible verse or something.
Blessed.
Maybe that's where I'm thinking of a cross.
That's fair. The other ones are hidden like all the time, so they're kind of harder.
Maybe you should just tell me. I don't think I'm going to be able to get other ones.
Is this your final giving in? Okay.
5 and I guessed 2.5.
3. Yeah, 2.5. I have a K on my wrist. I have Vini Vidi Vici on my shoulder. I have blessed with like a little like flower thing.
Yeah.
And then on my forearm, I have like a chest piece.
I should have known that one.
Like right under my boobs. And then I have the butterflies on my hip that I got on an impromptu girls trip.
Oh, see, I would not have gotten that one. I should have gotten...
I don't think you've ever seen the butterflies.
No, probably not.
Good, because that one got a huge scab that I scratched off in my sleep, and now one of the butterflies has a deformed wing. So...
Play. Have I broken any bones? And if so, what bone?
Okay, well, the way you worded the question tells me you have broken a bone. Because you're asking me which. I have absolutely no idea if you've broken a bone, but I don't know if you've ever told me that. Maybe. I feel like you would break something, like, really dumb. Like, I broke my pinky, or my toe, or, like, something stupid. I don't know, you were a runner, so I kind of feel like maybe... Maybe it's nothing below the waist. I'm gonna say you broke a wrist. That's my lucky guess.
I don't know if this actually really counts as a break.
Okay.
But I fractured my toe pretty bad.
What?
Getting out of the shower.
I told you it would be stupid.
Yeah, when I was stepping over the, like, tub part of the shower, I, like, did this, but, like, really quickly. And I truly stubbed my toe so hard that it broke. I really did. It was, like, a bad fracture. So I don't know if that counts as a break, because it wasn't technically
we can count
a break. But it was kind of a break. And it was bad. I had to, like, wear a boot.
You had to wear a boot for a toe.
Yeah.
You think you just put some electrical tape on that sucker and call it a day?
No, I had to wear like a boot that it wasn't anything. It wasn't like a boot. It was just like this shoe that like held it. Honestly, kind of similar to these.
Fashion.
Yeah. I don't think I had to wear it for that long. No, it's not like it was a cast or anything. But
so you got to be like the cool popular girl with a boot and crutches.
No, I didn't have crutches, and I didn't wear it for that long, and I wasn't in school. So.
Oh well, what a waste.
I know. Okay, your turn.
Okay, give me. Okay. Which of my family members am I closest to / is my favorite?
And you're going to answer this? What about everyone that listens to the podcast?
Doesn't have to be my, like, immediate family.
I want to say...
Like, of the family that I talk about and spend time with.
Your cousin that just moved. What's her name?
Emily.
I was going to say... Okay, Emily. I was going to say Mac or Kenzie or something like that because there's so many of them.
I have so many Mackenzies.
Okay, but Emily.
Okay.
Or... I hate names. The one that lives in Klamath.
Oh, Casey?
Mm-hmm. Those are my 2 guesses.
Okay, there were 3 possible answers that I would accept.
Okay. I got none of them.
Emily, Casey, and my Nana.
Okay. So you got them. I got that right. Yeah.
You got 2 of 3.
Okay.
Nice. Not me just calling out my favorites.
I know. I'm like, are you going to expose yourself like that?
I'll expose myself. Devin and I have an ongoing war of who is Nana's favorite grandchild.
Doesn't everyone have that?
Maybe, but I have a screenshot of a gift card she gave me 3 years
maybe,
ago.
But it's true in our house.
Yeah. 3 years ago, she gave me a Starbucks gift card for my birthday, and on the gift card, it says, "You are my favorite." So I have physical proof.
What is my biggest fear? And it's not like being separated from my family. Not like something like that.
Just like something superficial, like snakes.
I wouldn't call it superficial, but I wouldn't call it superficial. It's something that I'm actually afraid of, but not like we're not getting deep with it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Not like dredging up childhood trauma.
Yeah. We actually know each other not at all.
But I
feel like you should know that.
I'm questioning our friendship.
You're gonna have to just guess something.
I don't know. Drowning.
Snakes.
What? I said snake.
You said it not like that was your answer, though. You said, oh, like heights?
That's why I was comparing it to, because I know you're afraid of snakes, and you were like, made it sound like it was deeper.
Oh, no.
Give me that one.
Okay, you can't. Okay.
Okay.
I thought you were like...
I don't like drowning.
I thought that it was like when you guessed my toe, and you're like, I feel like it would be something silly, like a finger or a toe.
Technically, I did guess that right.
No, you didn't, because you didn't actually guess it.
Well, whatever.
That's way more than 8.
I wrote the answers to them in case I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I had to ask Jake, I'm like, what are the answers to these? Doesn't even know myself. Okay. Huh. What was I going to do after high school before I chose to go to OIT?
Oh, before you went to OIT.
I went to OIT straight out of high school, but that wasn't what my plan was.
What you were going to be.
Yeah, what I was going to like go to school for / do as a job.
Beauty
career.
school.
Yes, but that wasn't my actual, like, that's what I wanted to do, but I never was actually going to do it. I was, like, looking up schools and, like, getting ready to do it before I switched, like, last minute. I would have loved to go to beauty school, but I would love to go to beauty school now, but I will not do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told you this.
No, I feel like I don't know this because I was thinking beauty school.
This is my epic alter ego life.
Also, I feel like you have told me this. But I think I'm thinking of beauty school. I have no idea.
Beauty school is, like, a pretty legitimate answer, but... This one I was
it's not you going to college, but you did say school, so it's not like...
It's like a trade school type thing. I got to put it on the same level as, like, beauty school.
I have no idea. Real estate agent.
I'd be good at that, but no.
What is it?
I was going to be a flight attendant and move to New York.
Flight attendant. I did not know that.
And travel the world.
You'd be a good flight attendant.
Wouldn't I? Not afraid of heights. I love flying. I can be nice to people for short amounts of time.
Yeah, you'd be good at that.
Unlimited Dr. Pepper.
I don't think they have Dr. Pepper on flights. It's always Coke products.
Tragic. Yeah. That was going to be my alter ego of a life.
Love that. You'd have been good at
Rip
that.
to what could have been.
Okay. How many have we done?
I think that was my third.
This
yeah.
would be my fourth.
I can do 2 in a row, too, to catch up, because I want to do all yours.
You want to do all mine?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, then I need to do 2 in a row, not you.
Oh, wait, yeah. Okay.
Well, one
of us can do math.
Some of mine aren't that good, but we'll just keep going until we feel like we're done. What state does my mom's side of the family live in?
I was just talking to Jake about this, and I said the wrong state, and he was like, I'm pretty sure that's wrong. And I'm like, I would know. And then it was wrong.
Like you were talking about it today?
No, like the other day. Because I was talking about your grandma and where she lives and how she like goes to Phoenix. Or, not Phoenix, but Arizona.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Okay.
She lives in Mesa there, but that's Phoenix.
Minnesota. I know it's wrong.
Iowa, but that's close.
Dang.
You could have been farther off.
Okay.
Oh, I'm still on my question. Sorry.
I won't look. Okay. Ooh, who is my TV show crush? My unrealistic husband, if you will.
I have no... Unrealistic. Yeah. Like if it wasn't Jake.
I know. I always I'll say that to Jake, and I'll like joke about it or whatever. I'll be like, oh, like my TV crush is this person. And he kind of gives me a look, and I'm like, but not the person, the character in the show, which makes it so beyond unrealistic that it's not a problem. Yeah.
I literally have no idea because I don't even know. We don't watch the same shows.
I know. I watch the same 4 shows. But
yeah, it's not even like...
You wouldn't even know the characters.
Yeah. So I literally have no idea. I'm going to guess someone off Vampire Diaries.
Ooh, very good guess. It is.
Is it?
Mr. Damon Salvatore.
See, I would have it. There's literally no world in which I get that.
Yeah.
That was a good guess.
That was a good guess for Vampire Diaries. I'll give you half a point. Yeah.
Okay.
Damon Salvatore, ladies and gentlemen. We like him tall, dark, and handsome.
Opposite of your husband. Jake's tall, and he's handsome. I guess he's just not dark.
Yeah. In real life, I like me a blonde with blue eyes. But on a TV show, I like a vampire with dark hair and blue eyes.
Spit my food. I get my fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do a couple. I'm going to do a couple that are just like really basic.
Okay, I'll just embarrass myself over and over again.
Okay. I'm going to just give you 3 at the same time. I feel like the first one you're going to get.
So you ask me what your favorite color is?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But it's kind of like that level of stuff.
Okay.
What's my birthday? It's like the most basic
What's my birthday?
December 29th.
Well, this is awkward.
What's my birthday? What's my middle name? And what's my brother's name?
Oh, okay. I know your brother's name because it's on my baby name list.
Oh,
Drew.
Really?
I love that name.
It's a good name, yeah.
Okay.
And he was just here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
If he wasn't just here in like a topic of conversation recently,
you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe you'd know, but you
I'd
wouldn't
have to
be able
think about it.
Yeah. Come up
gosh,
with that.
there's sugar in my hair.
I know. I have it like all.
Ugh. Your birthday's in November because I know you're a month older than me. However, I'm thinking of my childhood friend Caitlin, and her birthday is November 15th, and that's all I have in my head. I know your birthday's not the 15th. I'm gonna say the 21st.
Nope, the 6th.
Opposite direction. Your middle name?
I feel like you should know this.
Why?
Because I don't want to say why you should know this, but I just feel like you should know this. I'll tell you after. I don't think I've ever told you, but I just feel like you should.
Oh, okay. I should just have read your mind and just know. Cool.
No, you'll understand after I.
Okay.
After I.
Is it like a basic middle name or
it's
no?
Yeah.
Marie.
Nope.
Okay.
Anne.
Damn, that is an easy like.
And my Instagram handle is @KaiAnn.
Okay, why did I always wonder why that was like that, and I never put 2 and 2 together that could be your middle name. It's actually KaiAnn _. Thank you very much.
And it's KaiAnn _, I think.
Oh well, fancy you. That makes so much sense.
That's why I was like, I feel like maybe you should get this, even though I've never.
I thought that was like some random nickname that like Christina gave you or something, and I was like, that's a little odd to hang on to that into adulthood, but whatever.
Well, it is kind of odd that it's still my at, but that's just is what it is.
Nostalgic.
Yeah, that's just what it's always been.
_.5.
Yeah. I love the name Cayenne. Like when I was little, my dad would call me Cayenne. I think that's such
cute, but
cute
cayenne
name.
pepper, you can't.
I think that's also cute, but I think Cayenne is cuter. That's probably why
if you named your kid Cayenne, she'd get bullied.
I don't think so.
Cayenne pepper, Kylie.
People name their kids Coast. Okay.
Oh, don't get her started on that. These influencers with 7 million followers are copying Kylie, you guys. It's actually an epidemic.
Have you ever heard of any other baby being named Coast until my baby is named Coast, and now all of a sudden everyone's naming their baby Coast?
No, I've never heard of it.
Answer me the question.
I have never heard of it. There are a lot of people popping up with their kids named Coast lately.
At least it's this way and not the opposite way. At least I wasn't like, that was a name on my list, and now everyone's using it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'm not like just ripping them over here. My shoe is very squeaky.
Oh, I can't hear it at all, so I'm sure they can't hear it.
Okay. This one I couldn't come up with an answer to.
Oh, perfect.
So we'll just see what you say.
Okay.
I can answer this question about you, though, which is what made me think of it.
Okay.
What's my most embarrassing moment? Because I know yours.
Chris brought that up for me. He was like,
no, because then I would tell the entire story in detail.
I'm not going to say the way he phrased it because that gives it away.
Yeah. No, it was the first time we ever hung out. It was 2-3 hours into the hangout. She goes, one of the most embarrassing story of my entire life, and then proceeds to give me it in immense detail, and we're like crying in the car. I'm like, and she goes, but you have to take it to your grave.
Yeah. I was like, don't tell Jake. Have you ever told Jake?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I didn't tell him.
I'm like, at this point, I don't care.
I think we were all together for like game night or something, and we
probably
brought it up, you and I, as like kind of like an inside joke, and you're like, you can tell him, and I was like, can I?
That's so funny.
I was thrilled.
I would have literally no idea what your most embarrassing moment is. I mean, I can't even come up with something, huh?
I was talking about that with Jake. I'm like, I don't know, because I don't get like embarrassed really.
I feel like that moment, even for me, isn't even like that. It's like,
not anymore.
well, it's like the story of it is embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it like it wasn't like I was like humiliated. I mean, I guess I kind of was, but not really. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
it's not like tripping in front of your crush or something.
Kylie, your standards of embarrassment are a little low there.
Tripping?
Especially about what I'm about to say.
Okay, what?
I thought of my most embarrassing moment, and the only people on this planet that know it are Jake, and I don't even think I've told you.
And now millions of others.
Yeah, I've definitely told my cousin, but after you carry a baby, whether you deliver vaginally or not, things are a little different down there, okay? Hips are wider, things aren't as tight as they used to be. Okay, let's just preface that, all right? Control isn't the same as it was.
Okay.
And my sister-in-law, shout out to you, got me sick. This was like 4 months ago maybe.
Oh, recently.
Yeah.
This isn't like 2 months postpartum.
No, this was like 5 months ago. And I don't think Jake or Booker got it, but I was so sick for like 5 days with like the worst uncontrollable diarrhea. It was so bad. Do you remember this?
Kind of.
And I would tell you that, like,
yeah,
I would get the feeling that I would have to go. And if I wasn't on a toilet in, like, 7 seconds after that, it was coming out without my permission.
Yeah.
That's how bad this sickness was. And it was, like I was, like, popping, not laxatives. What's it called?
Antacids.
Yeah, whatever it's called to, like, make you stop shitting yourself. I was popping them like freaking Skittles, okay? Like... It was so bad. I did lose a couple pounds, though. Slay. But, listen, after going through that ordeal, you know, I was past it-ish. I was, like, on the better end of it, okay?
She's not stressed anymore.
I wasn't stressed anymore, but I was still going through it a little. Farting wasn't safe at that point, okay?
Oh, no. And
I had not farted for... like 5 days because it wasn't safe. Kind of thought I was in a spot where it was safe, okay? And I was getting out of the shower, and I went to go put my clothes on, thought it was safe. Spoiler, wasn't safe.
Did you have your clothes on?
No.
How bad?
Like running down my leg. And you can't stop it.
Worse than my story.
I know. And Jake's on the other side of the bed. I think Booker was asleep.
Oh, they're in their room.
He was in their room with me.
Watched it happen?
No. I literally panicked because at that point I'm like, there's nothing I can do about it. So I look at Jake and I go,
might as well get comfortable and just let it all hang.
I was like, can you leave? Why? Just leave. What's going on? Are you okay? Get out! Leave! And come back up with carpet cleaner. It was so bad.
That is actually so bad.
Dude, it was so bad. But it was what do you do? It is what it is, you know? Our carpets are very clean, but
I will not be laying on carpet in your room ever again.
One spot, okay? No, that was pretty... You know it's bad when you don't even want your husband to know.
Yeah.
Who's watched you...
Give
has
birth.
literally seen the inside of my body. 7 layers deep.
Yeah. That's worse than my story. But I'm not sharing mine today.
Not gonna soften my blow.
More.
I'm whatever.
Confidence.
Because here's the thing: if someone who knows me hears that and I run into them in public, they're not gonna bring it up, so I'm safe. And if they do, then you don't understand social etiquette. Okay? That's a no-no.
You don't understand parasocial relationships.
Yeah, that does not follow up. How have you been lately? Okay. Are you gonna do 2?
Let me see how many I have left. How many do you have left?
Maybe 3. Probably 2 or 3.
Okay.
Just do 2.
Okay. Okay. Should I do? Yeah, I'll do 2 together. These are 2 things about middle school time.
Did we even go to the same middle school?
No.
Perfect.
Okay. First question is, besides running, what sport did I do in middle school? And the second question is, when I did 4-H in middle school, what animal did I do?
Oh my gosh. I feel like you were a pig type of gal.
Ding, ding, ding. Have I told you that before?
No.
Really?
I spent some time with some 4-H kids in high school, so I pretty much know 4-H, okay? I can spot a pig girl when I see one. The little slappy stick.
Start snorting.
The other sport that you played in middle school was softball.
No, basketball.
Damn. What? You're too girly for that. I feel like you couldn't throw down with the basketball girls.
That's why I only did it in middle school.
Yeah. Okay. Are those the 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like in middle school, as long as you're semi-athletic, you're pretty.
You can kind of, yeah.
As
long as you're
I feel like I was still not the best on my team by literally any means, but
you can get by.
Was not anywhere near the worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can't relate. I was a varsity player.
In middle school? Did they have that in middle school?
Well, for volleyball.
I don't think my middle school had that. I think it was just grade.
Oh, you guys got participation trophies?
Guess so.
Losers.
I don't think there was enough kids. I think it was just 7th grade team.
I guess that makes sense.
8th grade team. We didn't have a 6th grade team either.
Okay, I have 3 more.
Okay.
What's my phone number?
No. I think it starts with a 4.
That's actually really good.
414.
Wow! You're on a roll. Keep going.
72.
Almost.
04.
No. 9. Well, I probably shouldn't say the right. Never mind.
Give her a call.
Yeah. Well, then.
Do you have it written down? Can I see?
Yeah. Well, you can't. Here.
Oh, I can't. No, just don't worry about it. It's fine. It doesn't matter that much.
You want to know it? Memorize it for later?
No.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay.
The suspense.
Okay, I have 3 more, and they're all very basic, kind of boring ones. What would I spend money on if I had unlimited money?
Oh, okay. How many things are on the list?
There she goes.
Yeah,
that's correct. Name
Let's
a
see.
few.
Let's see. A house in pretty much anywhere you want to go at the moment. A yacht.
She's going big. She's going big with big things. Okay.
What else do you want? You think we're going to be rich and famous from this podcast, and you want a yacht. You want a mansion somewhere, I'm pretty sure. What was a really unreal? Oh, you want a plane? You want a private plane? Actually, let's specify that. You'd probably get a new car. You'd 1,000% get a new car. You wouldn't get veneers. That's what I know. That is also an epidemic. What'd you have written down?
I didn't have any. I didn't write any down.
Oh, I can keep rattling them off.
Those are all good answers. The things that I was thinking of was...
They're going to be like humble, modest things.
I'm like, more time with my family.
Gag me.
No, I was thinking like someone to come and like do all my things for me.
Ooh,
like a house cleaner, a private chef, someone to run all my errands. You would someone do that.
If you organize my house, someone be pampered all day long.
Yeah.
What do you mean someone to organize your house? That's what I do.
I know, but you haven't done it in a while.
Buy me a couple Dr. Pepper. See how easy I work.
That's the kind of thing that I was thinking of.
I would have
someone to do all my yard work. Someone to, a personal assistant. Stuff like that. Someone to style me.
I'll do that.
Well, I've said that 5 times and you haven't.
If you want to be about it, be about it. Okay?
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. I've gone through your closet.
No, I don't want you to go through my closet. I want you to
I'll pick out outfits and I'll go clueless on your ass and I will take Polaroids of these outfits.
Deal.
Okay.
That's what I want.
I'm down.
I'll get you Dr. Pepper, no problem.
Okay. I'm a cheap labor. Okay. What is something that I hate?
Like a pet peeve?
Sure.
You have a specific thing that you're thinking of?
There's a few. I hate a lot of things, to be honest. Something that just like boils my blood.
I don't know.
I'm kind of a hateful
people
person.
waking up. Yeah, people waking up your kid in trailers. People with their kids riding bikes on the sidewalk. People
without helmets
that splash you in the pool. Neighbors with dogs that are too loud.
Yes.
Painting outside of your window in your apartment when your kid's sleeping. All that have to do with kids sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are my thoughts because you've complained about those lately. But
yeah, I would say my ones that are mainly coming to my head right now that have been like recent are when there is an ambulance and people don't pull over. Like they just try and squeeze by or sneak by or keep going or take their turn or squeeze through the light. It's like,
just stop.
Stop. Your life is not that important. Yeah. 1, 2, that could be someone's child dying. And what, you need to get to Starbucks to get your overpriced coffee sooner? Dude, I am not a honker. I do not honk at people. When people do not pull over and come to a complete stop for an ambulance, I like follow them blaring my horn. I'm like, how inconsiderate and selfish can you be? If you do that, you are the worst kind of person.
You know what's on the flip side of that, though? That happened to me the other day. I'm like blaring past an ambulance. No, I'm just kidding. There was this person that was riding my tail on the freeway so closely, and I was going plenty fast enough. And I was in the fast lane, but I was in the fast lane because I was passing people, obviously. Yeah. Anyways, and I was starting to get a little frustrated. And then finally I did get over. I had a good chance to get over. So I get over and I'm like getting irritated. And then they go by and I see that they have a baby car seat in the back. And I was like, I'm going to give them a pass. No idea if there's a kid back there. But they might have a screaming baby. So they get a pass from me that they are just trying to hurry up and get home. Oh, because they're driving unsafe?
Yeah.
No, in my head, they get a pass because they've got a screaming baby and they're trying to
I feel like that would hurry up and get more.
Interesting. I'm the opposite.
Well, my other thing I was going to say.
You can drive fast as long as you feel like you're under control.
Yeah. But if you're already going fast on the freeway and someone is like doing that, it's like, okay, you are not being smart.
I guess so, but I feel like I've done that where my kid is screaming and I'm like, I just need to get home or I need to get off this freeway.
Yeah. I get it, but I don't get it.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to say is when workers have 0 customer service. 0. And I'm like, it's not like not that hard to have customer service. Also not that hard to just be a decent human.
Yeah.
When I walk up to somewhere, anywhere, customer service, I'm always like, hi, how are you? How's your day? Like, I have better customer service and I'm the customer. And then they just like stare at you like your hair's on fire. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Are you not serving me right now?
No, I went and got my car washed yesterday and that kind of thing happened. And today I was like, we were in my car and I was like, the guy at the car wash yesterday was giving bad vibes.
Yeah.
And Chris was like, what do you mean? Like creepy? And I'm like, no, just like mean.
Just not
he was
friendly.
Just giving mean vibes. He's like,
yeah.
What do you mean? I'm like, I don't know. Just the way he was guiding me into the thing just seemed like rushed and rude for no reason. And I know for a fact my tire was pretty either exactly on or very close. And he didn't need to be like doing aggressively like motioning. I'm like, he was just giving bad vibes. You know what? One of the things that I hate that comes to mind right now.
I want to know. I love hating things.
When I go to a gas station, and now in Oregon, you're allowed to pump your own gas, which I don't really like, but that's not even the problem. The problem is when I pull up to a side that says full service, like they're supposed to pump your gas, and you pull up and you're waiting. And you're trying to be patient because, you know, they're doing their thing, whatever. And you wait a little longer, and then you wait a little longer, and they kind of like never come. And so then you've already been sitting there for like 4 minutes with a kid. And then you have to get out and pump your own gas. Fine. I'm like, I don't like to pump my own gas. That's why I always go to the full service side. But if I knew that that's how it was going to be, I'd just pump my own gas. It's just so annoying when you're like sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and they literally just don't come. And I had a specific thing of this happen like a month or two ago.
I remember the story. This is actually very valid.
Well, I'm not even going to get into it because it doesn't really matter. But the guy like basically just like did not come forever. And then I was pumping my gas. And he's like, so sorry, like, can I help you? And I was like, no, like I already got it. And he wasn't even like busy. He was just like talking to this. Anyways.
We're going to get into it.
It just bothers me. And it doesn't bother me because I had to like pump my own gas.
It's like, it's like not the point. It's like the principle of the thing.
It's like, then don't put full service signs if it's not going to be full
giving
service.
Full service vibes.
Yeah.
No, something about like just business. Like, remember when we went to Yogurt Hut a couple months ago and she like asked me if I wanted to tip. And I think, I don't know if maybe you didn't hear me. It looked like you were a little embarrassed that I even said anything. But I kind of let this little teenage girl have it because I was so ticked.
Oh, really? I don't remember.
I'm sorry.
That.
You go to Yogurt Hut. Has anybody been to Yogurt Hut? You do 100% of... No, I'm sorry. That's not true. You do 99% of the work yourself. All that they do is say, okay, you can put your yogurt on the scale. And then go, okay, this is how much you owe. That's it. And then she goes...
The tipping thing is crazy.
Dude, the tipping is so out of control. So I literally did everything start to finish. I got my cup. I put my yogurt on there. I got toppings. I got my own spoon. I put it on the scale myself. And when I got a sample... I said, hey, can I get a sample? She gives me the sample cup. I got my own sample. Okay? And then, after all is said and done, she has the audacity to go...
This is the kind that gets a sample at Yogurt Hut, though.
Yeah, I do. I sample all of them, even though I know what I'm going to get. I'm getting my money's worth, okay? No, so she has the audacity to go, oh, there's one more screen left.
Quick question for you.
Left. And I go, oh, and I look at it, and she's like, oh, it's just a tipping screen. And I go, for what? And she's like, oh, if you want to leave a tip.
I probably was embarrassed. That is embarrassing.
I think you walked outside because I like started the conversation and you're like, I don't even want to be here. No, she goes, oh, just if you want a tip. And I go, who am I tipping? And she goes, well, me.
Melissa.
And I go, what am I tipping you for? And
don't
she
be
goes,
mean.
oh, we just have tips. And I go, honey, I did all the work. You should be tipping me. I did your job. And she was like, oh, you don't have to tip. And I go,
so rude.
And I go, I'm sorry, I'm not going to tip. And she's like, okay, have a nice day. I was like, you too.
Poor little girl at her first job is getting paid like $12 an hour, and you're coming in being so rude. I
didn't even care. That's
probably the
tipping for what?
No, I agree, but you shouldn't have laid into her.
She should be tipping me. I should get part of her paycheck. I did everything.
No, you shouldn't.
That's ridiculous.
And I'm gonna
on top of that, they have the audacity to charge me like $10.
But no, like she's not charging you $10 though.
I can't with you. I can't with the tipping in general.
No,
I am not
crazy.
A tipper.
Okay, but let me tell you something positive.
Okay.
I already told you about when we went to Denny's.
Oh, this was very wholesome.
Okay, I'm going to tell the story. So we went to Denny's on our way home from camping because I've been wanting for months. I've been wanting to get like chocolate chip pancakes or whatever. What? You don't like that?
No, Denny's grosses me out.
It kind of grosses me out too, but in like a way that I want it every 2 years. You know what I mean? It
reminds me of being like high in high school or something.
Oh, doesn't remind me of that, but it does remind me of the sketchy Denny's in Medford.
Yeah.
No, I think it's like gross, but it's like one of those things that I want every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Like McDonald's.
Okay,
like
I'll
McDonald's
give it to you.
is gross, but like
I'll get a Mickey D's.
Yeah. Anyway, so we go to Denny's and we sit down, and it's this like older woman is our server, and she comes up like immediately, and she's like talking to Coast and brings us over a high chair and stuff, and then she's like, can I get him like some bananas or some crackers, or let me go grab him some bananas. So she like goes, she's like, I don't know how long it'll take for your food to come out, so let me just go and grab him like a little snack. So she brings back like some bananas in like a little dish all cut up for him.
So cute.
So nice. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And then we like go about our meal. Coast is I always say rancid. That's not the right word. Rabid.
Yeah.
That's not the right word either, but a crazy 1-year-old boy.
Yeah.
And honestly, going out to eat with him is not very fun, but we do it. It's just like all hands on. Like he does not just sit there. And so he has his banana, and I'm like sharing. Chris and I are each just sharing our food with him or whatever. And he's like throwing it everywhere, and not even like throwing it, but like it's just going
feeding
everywhere.
a 1-year-old. Yeah.
And she's like being nice the whole time too. Like she's kind, but nothing like crazy. And then we like go to leave, and I'm like wiping. I don't even remember the order of what this happened, but I'm like cleaning up, wiping everything up. I'm on the ground, like sweeping with a baby wipe, like grabbing at least like the big chunks. Like I can't clean the floor 100%, but I'm like not going to leave it a complete mess.
I'll spend, 2 minutes wiping it up the best I can.
And she comes up to me like while I'm doing this, which mind you, go back to the beginning of the episode, rewind, go back to the beginning of the episode.
Like freshly after the camping trip.
Where I'm like so over camping. I'm sick. I'm like, my kid's not sleeping. I'm not sleeping. I'm like so over it. I'm like so happy to be having some pancakes. She comes over while I'm like on my hands and knees of this, for your point, gross Denny's.
Yeah.
And like cleaning up, and she kind of like taps on me, or like puts her hand on my shoulder. She's like, you need to get up right now and stop doing that. And she like looked at me, and she's like, my job is to clean this up. Your job is to come here and have someone cook a meal for you for once and clean up after you for once and just enjoy and like have a good meal that you don't have to worry about. And then I'm like, oh no, like it's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't mind like cleaning up or whatever. She's like, honestly, any waitress that has an issue with cleaning this up after a little kid has a problem, and they need to find a different career.
And true.
I know.
But also it's like, how much does that mean to a mom in general, let alone a mom that's like struggling?
I'm like, so I'll never be cleaning up after my kid ever again. I will continue to be on the floor cleaning stuff up, but it was just so like she was just so nice, and like I'm like,
it's like you could cry right
there. Yeah, my eyes are like tingling as she's saying this. I'm like, don't look at me. Just so nice. We tipped her like, I think our bill was like $30 or maybe $40. We tipped her like $30 or something. We tipped her like really, really
Chris
good.
tipped?
I like went and paid while Chris like finished getting Coast stuff together, because we took it up to the front and paid. And then I came back, and he like left money on the table. I was like, oh, I already tipped her really, really good. He's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
He's like, we're leaving.
No, I don't mind tipping people like that either. Chris and I are kindred spirits in that
one and
we
the
do
same.
not tip.
Yeah. Your turn?
That's just such a sweet.
Or is it my turn?
I think it's your turn. It's
so
like
sweet.
Such a sweet thing when you were telling me that.
Okay. I'm just gonna do my last two together because I'm over it, and I feel like they're not that good.
I think I have one more.
Okay. Completely different questions, but do I love or hate surprises? And what is my favorite food?
Okay. You love surprises. Pretty positive. I kind of feel like you're like me, like you don't want to know that a surprise is coming, like the anticipation, but you like to be surprised. I'm like 85% sure that you like surprises.
Okay. Do you want to answer both and then and then tell you, or do you want to do one at a time? I would say I hate surprises.
What?
But
I have surprised you with things like here and there, and you were like, And like Chris has surprised you with stuff, and you're like thrilled.
Okay, so maybe
she's a liar.
Yeah, maybe I do like surprises. Maybe I was thinking like a big surprise. Like I would not want to be like a surprise party. I would not want a surprise party.
Yeah, no, I would never throw you a surprise party.
I don't really want to be surprised with like a trip or something. Like I'd
surprise you with a pair of shoes.
Pair of shoes, great. Some flowers, great. Something small, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Like if I saw a pair of shoes that I loved at the store and I like had the extra money, I would buy you a pair.
Yeah, and I would like that.
You'll love them.
Yeah. I do like that, but not a surprise party.
Okay. And then the second one, what's your favorite food?
We'll see what you say because I have a lot of favorite foods. But
I know,
and I'm thinking of like not like a specific like snack,
like a food, like a meal.
Food. Yeah.
Chocolate chip pancakes.
Has had chocolate chip pancakes one time.
Yeah. I feel like I know it, but I can't like. I think I'm trying to think of too many things. That's like as soon as you say it, I'll be like, ah. Something you didn't have to cook. I don't know. What would you say? Is your favorite? Like,
you're not
meal?
gonna guess?
Oh, okay, lasagna. Like there's a million meals out there. Let me just.
I know it's something that I like. Okay, I was gonna say either, which these are kind of the same. Seafood.
Okay, I was gonna say is fast food out because.
Yeah, not fast.
Okay,
food.
Okay.
Seafood or sushi.
Oh, you do like sushi. We just don't ever go get it anymore.
No, we don't. Well, we don't go out and get anything, but yeah.
Okay. Sushi, I maybe could have guessed. Seafood? Interesting.
I love seafood.
I love seafood too.
Yeah, I didn't know that about you really either. I love seafood.
Convenient.
But I just don't. We don't get like that's kind of like something that you.
I guess
don't
you went to the wharf often. Though, and you were really excited about it.
Yeah.
But I thought that was just kind of like a one-off.
No, I do really like the wharf.
Okay.
We don't get seafood that often because it's kind of expensive. Like, you're not just going to, like, go grab seafood. You can't just be like, really.
Thursday night, don't want to cook. Let's go grab seafood. Or you Red Lobster. Or, like, you know.
Yeah, or you can, but you're going to do that, like, one time.
Yeah. You know what's really good sushi? The Fred Meyer, like.
Oh.
They have, it's not, like, pre-made, but, like, kind of. It's, like, fresh,
Market of Choice has really good sushi
like
that,
too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my last question. I feel like you are definitely either going to guess this right off the bat or you're going to be like, I know it and I can't remember.
Okay.
What's the one thing that clothes like have or are like that will make me not wear it? Refuse to wear it.
Tight.
Well, okay, that's fair, but that's not what I'm thinking of.
Well, that's the right answer, but no.
I will wear tight clothes, but I prefer loose ones.
Say the question again.
Like if I buy like if I'm looking at buying an article of clothing and it has this thing.
Baggy sleeves.
Yes. Can't. Or a turtleneck. Ugh. Like,
I'm kind of like that with both those things, too.
The turtleneck just physically makes my skin crawl. The sleeves, I will light the shirt on fire. Because I can't, like...
the sleeves
even
situation,
before I was a mom, I cannot do that.
The sleeves... I'm kind of the same with a turtleneck. I can wear a turtleneck, like, once a year.
Also, who's just wearing turtlenecks now?
Well, people, like, layer them, and it's cute. Like, if you wear a cute little long-sleeve turtleneck under your... t-shirt. That's cute. I'm kind of the same with turtlenecks, though.
Feels like you're being strangled.
And I can do baggy sleeves, but I can't because now I have a kid, so I can't. And before that, I was working as an esthetician, and I couldn't. So I haven't been able to wear baggy sleeves for, like, 5 years or something like that.
So you just don't.
So I just don't.
Would you if you could?
I don't think I'd, like, go out of my way to buy them, but it wouldn't be, like... I don't think it would bother me.
T-Rex arms, so it just is, like...
inconvenient, unrealistic.
And it's not cute either. It just isn't. Like bell-bottom sleeves are just it'll make me angry.
I feel like they used to be like stylish and now they're not. Like in high school, I think I had a handful.
Vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Throw up.
Anyways,
that's it.
That was fun. That might be one of my favorite episodes for a while that we've done. Yeah, that was fun.
Just outing ourselves.
Just like actually not BFFs. We're no longer friends.
I'm like, I know your drink order from Sonic, but
yeah,
I have no idea
what size diapers your kid's in.
Yeah. No, literally.
Yeah. Anyways, anything else?
No, I think that's it.
That's it. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.
Toodles.
Bye.